Hello YouTube, Jedimon 2005 here with the review of the Tokumei Sentai Go Busters Buster Gear Series 03 Sougan Blade. And you can see that the US Postal Service was not kind to this box at all. But in any case, we see the box with both modes right there, the binoculars and the sword. Got Red Buster there, we got Buster Gear Series 03 Sougan Blade, lights and sounds. It's time for Buster. Same silhouetted picture we had before with the name. Both modes and Red Buster, and oh, surprise, look at that, we got Red Buster and Nick Cheetah. How did I know they were going to be there? Then on the back, we see the Sougan Blade in both modes. We see the Buddyroids having a conversation down there, and then we can do It's Time for Special Buster. So we're going to bring in the Ichigan Buster and do that for the Ichigan Buster Special Mode. So, although it's actually the Special Buster mode, but I like Special Modo. So, that's cool. So here it is, right? The Sougan Blade, the binoculars. The inside of these lenses here have that same yellow that we saw on the Ichigan Buster, right? On its lens. We got the Go Busters logo here. We got these little buttons. This is not a button, this one is. And when you push it, this piece pops up, which is going to be how in sword mode you will get to the It's Time for Buster noise. And then you will have on this side, you see they got like a display kind of and a thing to look through. I mean, you can't really look through it, but it'd be like if you were looking through it, you're looking at the cityscape. They got the little zoom thing going on. They got these buttons down here, which lets you open it up. And we have this trigger, and we have the blades on this side. It folds out. So let's turn it on. And the light is right there, so let's do that again with the light facing the camera. Right, so we see it light up. And then what we're going to do is... So push... Alright, so pushing the button, we just heard what I believe to be Nick Cheetah speaking to us, right? Which is always fun times. And then we have another phrase. Yes, so Gorosaki. Yep, and there's Usada Lettuce right there. Right, because we all love Usada. He's so cool and R2-like. We can push this button, and it makes that noise, and then when you close it, it makes that one again. Now let's see. Will it give us a different sound? Or... Ooh. So that's cool, right? So it's like zooming in. That's so neat. Let's close that. Let's turn it into a sword. So we're going to push the buttons down. And we're going to straighten it out. Okay, and flip out the blade. So now we have this sword. It's actually, look at that. That's the sword blade. That's the sword blade. I'm not lying. It doesn't extend. That's how tiny it is. Now, my hand is covering up the speaker at times because it's right here at the end of the handle. So I'm going to try not to do that. We got slashy sounds. Right, which, I mean, that's pretty much all it does. And then we're going to have to push the button for the scope, like I said, to get the timer buster sound, so. It's time for Buster. Same waiting sound as every Go Buster toy. And then the final move sound, which plays again when I push the trigger. And just like with the Ichigan Buster, you have to reset it in order to get it to say it's time for Buster again, simply by closing it and pushing it up again. It's time for Buster. Right, so, let's bring in the Ichigan Blade. We're going to want to turn it... The Ichigan Blade, the Ichigan Buster, into Ichigan Buster Special Buster Mode. So in order to do that, we're going to pop this off. We're going to turn the camera on, first of all, because we didn't turn it on. There we go. Alright, so we have that. Stop it. So, now what we're going to do is take this and turn it into this S shape. So let's start with it in binoculars mode. So what we're going to do is we're going to move... Thank you, Nick Cheetah. We're going to click that one twice and this one once. And what that's going to do is... Oh, I didn't close the battery door all the way. Huh. We're going to turn it into this S shape here. And then it's just going to slide in. Right, you can see the plug for this. This piece clearly goes into there. We're going to slide it in. And now it's time for Special Buster. Right. Now, all of our sounds just now came from the Ichigan Buster, nothing from the Sougan Blade. Everything was in there. The lights came from there. We can see only the light here is lighting up and not this one up here. And that really does nothing, but... So this is their even more powerful weapon, that they use to destroy really pesky Buddyroids and whatnot. So that's, it does that. It combines with the other weapon to make you buy both of them, which, say what you will, it's in some ways its own gimmick. So let's turn this, we'll turn it back into a sword. We did the other one back into a gun. So get this out, turn the off switch on, off. Alright, so the Sougan Blade. How does this compare to our last weapon? Well, I like the Ichigan Buster a lot more. One, just simply because, the whole camera into a gun I feel it came off better than the binoculars into a sword. That might partially just be because our sword blade's about 2 inches long, and just really out of proportion with the rest of the toy. Plus, it just seems to be not as much to do with it. I mean, you get one phrase from each Buddyroid, and that's cool, but I can get a bunch of them from my Morphin Brace. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. And I just feel like there's a lot more packed into the Ichigan Buster than the other weapon. But, if you can get them together, especially cheap, like I said, I'm saying all these reviews, I got mine from CS Toys when they had it on sale for Halloween, well, yeah, then it was a pretty good price, you get it cheap. It's not that bad, you really don't, feel so bad getting it at a cheap price as opposed to, like, paying maybe full price for it or whatever, and it doesn't really do a whole lot. And especially, by itself, if you're just going to get this one, I'd probably say no. If you can only afford to get one, start with the gun first, and if you have, the extra money, get the other one. But, because it's not as much fun without the camera gun. So, until next time, check out the podcast, RidersRangersandRambles.com, bringing you the latest toku news in the craziest way possible. And as always, thumbs up, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!